This was captured in the Napo River, deep in the Ecuadorian Amazon. But this is not the only disturbing thing ever recorded in rivers. Rivers can look calm, peaceful, even harmless, until something appears on the surface, moves under the water, or comes out of nowhere. In this video, you will see strange creatures, unexplained movements, and river encounters that become more unsettling with each entry. And I ordered everything from the least disturbing to the most terrifying clip on the list. Do you think you can make it to the final video without getting scared? If you're ready, let's begin. Number 10. I'm starting this list with the least terrifying video here, but if you're sensitive to what can happen in rivers, this one might still disturb you a little. A safari guide in Botswana was filming the Shobe River from a boat. At first, everything seemed calm, like a normal wildlife tour. The water looked peaceful and nothing seemed out of place. But then, something suddenly came up from beneath the surface. Take a look. What makes this clip so unsettling is how fast the situation changes. The animal that emerges from the water is a hippo, and even though it may not look supernatural, the danger is very real. In the video, the river goes from calm to terrifying in just seconds because the hippo appears unexpectedly and starts chasing the boat. Hippos spend a lot of time in rivers, and they can become extremely territorial when something gets too close to their space. That may explain why this one suddenly went after the safari boat. So yes, this is the least terrifying entry on the list. But it is still a reminder that in some rivers, the scariest thing is not always what you can see on the surface. Sometimes, it's how quickly that calm water can turn dangerous. Number 9. Well, now I'm going to raise the mystery a little. This video was recorded in 2008 near the Upper Mackenzie River in Oregon, a place that some people have connected to strange sightings over the years. At first, the footage does not seem to show anything too disturbing. It looks like a normal recording near the river. But then, something in the distance begins to move. Watch closely.
Stay centered for me, Matt.
Because this was filmed near the Upper Mackenzie River, some viewers believe the video could show a possible Bigfoot sighting. The area has been described by some people as a place where unusual reports have happened before, which only made the clip more interesting online. However, not everyone is convinced. Some believe this could simply be a person walking near the river, especially because the figure was estimated to be around 5 feet 7 inches tall. And for many people, that would be too small to match what they imagine when they think of Bigfoot. Still, the video leaves one uncomfortable question. If it was just a person, why does the movement look so strange? Number 8. If the previous video still didn't seem strange to you, then look closely at what these explorers find in the middle of the night.
Not cold? You're crazy, my guy. You scaring people like that.
Yeah, it's just energy brought me here, you know.
Just get out, bro. Just get out.
Drugs brought you here, my nigga.
My nigga's naked. Oh, shit!
This video was reportedly recorded at night by a group of explorers in a wooded area of Georgia in the United States, near a small river away from the road. According to the version that circulated, the group was walking with flashlights through a dark trail when they suddenly heard movement coming from the water. When they got closer and pointed the light toward the river, they found a man standing in the middle of a current, completely alone. At first, the scene feels disturbing. It was dark, the water looked cold, and the man did not seem to be crossing the river. Instead, he appeared to be washing himself. In fact, in some moments of the video, something white can be seen on his face, almost as if he had soap on him. But the most likely explanation is not paranormal. What they may have found was a vulnerable person, maybe a homeless man, someone living near the wooded area, or simply a man who had entered the river to wash himself far away from everyone. And that is what makes the clip uncomfortable. Maybe there was no creature. Maybe there was no ghost. Maybe it was just a man trying to clean himself in silence, until a group of strangers arrived with a camera and a flashlight. Still, the video became unsettling because nobody knows who he was, why he was in that river at that hour, or why he never seemed to explain what he was doing there. Number 7. Now, from this point on, the tension starts to rise a little. This was recorded by a group of tourists near the Napo River in the Perm region of Russia. At first, it looked like a normal sunset by the water, but then they noticed something strange happening on the surface. Look at this.
Твою мать, что за наклон? Не знаю, видно нет, эта фигня крутится.
Ты вот это не снимаешь?
Смерч сраный, господи. Сейчас нас прикинь пойдет. А что, нормально так-то?
Посмотрел, как он быстро переезжает.
Всегда.
Воронка, это вот туда она уходит.
What the tourists captured appears to be a strange natural phenomena forming over the river. Because the video was recorded during sunset, the light made the shape much easier to see. And that is what makes the footage so striking. It almost looks as if something invisible is pulling the water upward, creating a long, twisting column above the surface. Of course, the most likely explanation is not paranormal. It could be some kind of natural vortex or atmospheric phenomena happening over the river. But from the angle of the camera, it looks far more disturbing than that. The location also makes the clip more interesting. Perm is one of the most industrialized cities located along the Napo River, a region connected to minerals and energy production. So people in the area are used to living near a powerful river that is part of their everyday life. But even for tourists, seeing something rise from the water like that in the middle of a sunset must have felt unsettling. Because for a moment, it does not look like the river is moving. It looks like the river is being pulled into the sky. Number 6. If the previous one seemed strange to you, then look at what happens in this canal in Argentina. At first, it looks like a normal recording of the water, but after a few seconds, several small shapes begin moving through it. Watch closely. What caught people's attention is that the small creatures swimming through the water do not clearly resemble any animal at first glance. Some viewers claim they look like strange humanoid bats, mostly because of their small bodies and the way they appear to move in the water. But that explanation is difficult to support. The video is too blurry, the animals are too far away, and there is not enough detail to say there is something unknown. They could be small animals swimming or something completely normal that simply looks disturbing because of the angle and the low resolution. Still, the clip became creepy for one simple reason. Even when you try to explain it logically, the shapes in the water do not immediately look like anything familiar. And when several of them appear together, moving through a dark canal, it is easy to understand why people started asking what they had just seen. Number 5. Number 5 marks the point where the list stops feeling mild and starts becoming genuinely disturbing. This video was recorded by a driver in one of the canals built to transfer water from the São Francisco River in Brazil. At first, it looks like a normal stretch of water beside the road, but then something strange begins moving beneath the surface. Watch this. What made this video spread online is the size of whatever appears to be moving in the water. The footage shows something large disturbing the surface of the canal, but so far, there has been no official confirmation explaining what it actually was. And that is why the clip created so many theories. Some viewers believed it could be a large animal. Others thought it might have been something being pushed by the current. But with the information available, there is no way to confirm either explanation. Number 4. If the previous case seemed strange to you, then look at what was found near the water in China. There is no confirmed explanation for what appears in the footage. The animal looks unusual, and that was enough for the video to start circulating online, with many people trying to figure out what they were looking at. But with so little information, the mystery remains open. Was it a known animal in bad condition or something harder to recognize? Number 3. Now we're entering the final 3, and this is where things start to feel truly disturbing. This video was reportedly recorded at night near a small tributary of the Black River in the Brazilian Amazon. The man recording was walking along the riverbank with a flashlight, pointing it toward a dark, almost motionless section of water. At first, nothing seems to happen, but then something appears in the distance. According to the version that circulated, this was filmed near a jungle area where some explorers go looking for nocturnal animals. And that detail makes the clip feel even more uncomfortable, because the water did not look like a fast-moving river. It looked more like a still, isolated pool surrounded by vegetation. Many viewers compared the shape in the video to a hippo, but that only made the footage more confusing, because an animal like that does not belong in the Amazon. Others believe the video may have been generated with artificial intelligence. The movement looks almost too clean, and the clip ends at the exact moment when the situation becomes most disturbing. But whether is it real or not, the reason it spread so quickly is simple. It looks believable enough to make the scene feel wrong. Number 2. At number 2, we have a video that was reportedly recorded in 2014 by a fisherman in a river in Thailand. Just look at this and tell me what the hell this is. There is no confirmed explanation for what this creature is supposed to be. Some people believe it could be an actual animal moving through the river, but the shape looks strange, almost exaggerated. But the worst part was still coming. A few seconds later, the fisherman drops in the camera into the river. And when he tries to recover it, this thing appears to come straight at him. That final moment is what made the video so disturbing. The creature seems to rush toward the camera, and then the recording cuts off before anything can be explained. But that same ending is also what makes the clip feel suspicious. In the final frame, the creature does not look completely natural. Its shape almost looks like a puppet or some kind of prop being pushed toward the camera. So maybe this was a real unknown animal caught in a river in Thailand. Or maybe it was just a prepared video made to look like an attack. Either way, that final frame is hard to forget. Number 1. And now you're about to see the most terrifying video I collected for this list. And the reason it is here is simple. It starts like a normal swim, but ends like a nightmare. This was supposed to be just a quick swim in the river, but for this couple, stepping into the water may have been the worst decision they ever made. According to the version that circulated, this video was recorded in India, and it allegedly shows the moment a man was taken by a crocodile after jumping into the river. And honestly, the first time you watch it, the scene is disturbing. The setting looks normal, the water looks calm, and then suddenly the entire mood changes. But there are also details that make the video feel suspicious. If a crocodile had really attacked him in that exact moment, you would expect the water to look much more chaotic. There is no visible blood, and what the crocodile appears to be biting does not clearly look like a human body. It almost looks more like a dark piece of fabric. The woman's reaction also feels strange. She does seem scared, but not in the way most people would react if they had just watched someone being attacked right in front of them. So maybe this video captured a terrifying accident in a river in India. Or maybe it was staged to make people believe they were watching one. But either way, the idea behind the clip is horrifying. A river that looks clean, calm, and safe, until the moment something rises from it. Level 0. This video was supposedly recorded in the Napo River deep in the Ecuadorian Amazon, and it shows something almost impossible to believe, but still impressive to watch. What kind of creature is this supposed to be? Some kind of massive reptile? A dinosaur? Or just a video made to look impossible? But that is exactly why I saved it as a final bonus. Not because it is the most believable video on the list, but because it is one of those clips that makes you stop for a second and wonder, what if something like this was actually hiding somewhere in the Amazon? If this video disturbed you, then you need to watch what was captured deep in the jungle. Because rivers are terrifying, but the jungle hides things that are even harder to explain. Watch my next video here.